Carol is the CMIO of the University of Kentucky Healthcare. Got her MD from the University of Cincinnati, then went to Kentucky to do her pediatrics internship and residency, and joined the faculty there, where she's been recognized as best doctor every year since 2007. You need more competition. And while she's not doing that, she got an MBA, and also from U of K, and she's been a CMIO at the UK Healthcare, heavily involved with information technology. She's the primary investigator of the Kentucky Regional Extension Center, co-chairman of the Kentucky eHealth Network Board, and, by the way, on the board of directors at HIMSS. Oh yes, and mother of 3 teenage sons, which I think is probably the most challenging, most critical, and most challenging. So I'm going to have Carol come up and tell you about the UK experience.
Thank you, John. Good morning, everybody. Glad to hear you're awake. So the University of Kentucky, I had to include, that's our new hospital. You're welcome to come visit anytime. Y'all, I'll say y'all, make it go better. And I think the reason that I'm up here is because the bottom line is, if Carol can do it, anybody can do it. So, where's Kentucky? You know, there you are, there's your geography lesson. And it's the center of all things, just to let you know that. We're well known for our horse racing. First Saturday in May, Kentucky Derby. By the way, that's in Louisville. I am in Lexington. And in Kentucky, we make more than 90% of the world's bourbon. So I'll be happy to chat with you about that. I like mine neat and cute. And you might also know us. We do a little basketball in Kentucky at the University of Kentucky. So just a little, that's your quick intro to what goes on in Kentucky, in the University of Kentucky Healthcare. We're a traditional academic medical center. I thought it was kind of funny. When you think about that, what goes on there is clinical care, research, and education. So who better to partner with than Elsevier? I thought, all right, so those quick notes, those are for the attendees. Those little brief messages, or that next level down, those would be the residents. That read the whole dang thing, that'd be for the students, okay? So, but we have 6 healthcare colleges, yada, 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 lots of people. But what I want to focus is to the right. What are our strategic goals? And then more importantly, I bolded for you what I think that our partnership with Elsevier can help us achieve. We'll strengthen our subspecialties. Why are we doing that? What's most important for our patients? Improve cost effectiveness. Here's why we're choosing to do it this way. Because we all recognize that higher quality means lower cost. This facilitates that. And finally, I do think patient safety and satisfaction obviously are going to be enhanced as we move forward with this project. We started doing CPOE in the early 2000s, and honestly, we do have 2,000 plus order sets, but I promise none of them are personal. But what we did, they really aren't. But what we did do is use a lot of order sets, some of these little quick wins sorts of things, that even if you did it for a division, they got to have 4 or 5 of those quick wins. So they rapidly built up, and suddenly we found ourselves at, oh my goodness, what are we going to do with all of these? And I put evidence-based with a question mark, because I'm a pediatrician, and so when I go to the head of nephrology, adult nephrology, I assume they're giving me the best evidence base as to what's there. Well, we all know what happens when you assume. That's why there is a question behind the evidence base. This is going to make us evidence-based. So, developing and managing the new order sets in a timely manner. Today, I'm glad I'm here, because one of the things that we're doing back at UK, there was a rock star cardiovascular surgeon. Oh, it was a big rumble. He left one of the local facilities, and within 3 weeks' time is now posted his first case and is doing that at UK Today. I only wish that we were totally active across the board with the InOrder product, because the amount of time it took for our teams to facilitate this rock star to be able to get his order sets in so that when he started today and hit the ground running was just appalling. And when we step through some of the things we are doing, I think you'll see where those wins can be. So our goals were to create, review, and maintain order sets. You could kind of tell with 2000 we weren't really meeting our goals. We needed to manage our order set development, as witnessed by the rock star that's in the OR as we speak. We needed to improve our processes. We needed to have collaboration, which we did, but even within other groups, you'd ask pharmacists, and you'd think you'd ask the correct pharmacist, but maybe another pharmacist wanted to comment on that. So this allows for increased collaboration in all groups. Plus, we needed to improve that management and get to our high priority ones. And the ones that we're starting with are some major ones around sepsis within our organization. So why did we partner with Elsevier? The first one, I just wanted to write, duh. I mean, they've got a little bit of the evidence. Every journal that you read, down and you get that little published by Elsevier. Hello. That's what's backing this up. And that's what Jonathan was referring to as you talk about the clinical key and all. We looked at it and said, this really is back to good golly, if Carol can do it, anybody could do it. They set us up. I started to get in there. I could make up order sets. Yeah, I think I'll put in something. Let's check for prions, all right? So all you clinicians out there should know that one. Yeah, but I could go out and put that in an order set if I chose to. I could, it was intuitive, get meanwhile back at it, if I could do it. And we could customize to what's happening. If I wanted to write, y'all should do this, I could put that in there. We'll choose not to, because that's not, maybe not appropriate. It might make you feel a little more down home when you're at the University of Kentucky, but you really can personalize to your organization, what's important to you. What have we done so far? So we have loaded our order set up with Elsevier, and now we're going through, I have to admit, okay, that the first step in admitting you have a problem, in addressing your problem is admitting you have it. We had a problem. So to be able to go through and look at that, we are redefining our processes on how we're going to be addressing order sets. This has helped us, InOrder has helped us put order around our order sets. Their structure and process as to how one manages. We're consolidating our existing order sets, and our clinicians are getting real buy-in. This makes sense to them that we can actually kind of bring things down. We've been doing this for a while now. We've been doing CPOE. They understand that. I'll tell you, there is a high level of enthusiasm. Because folks are competitive. They want their input. At least those clinical folks are. They want their input into these order sets. So as we bring it forward, and it's a new process for us, folks want to be part of something that's new and exciting, that's easy to use, that they're able to have a word in saying how things go. So we are sharing it across the work line. Again, back to that, Carol can do it, anybody can do it. It is intuitive, it's easy to use once you're given access to it to be able to go in and play with it. We have one vascular surgeon. It's like, honey, you need to get a life, Joe, because he is in here and he's playing all the time, just thinks this is the next best thing to sliced bread. And it is really cool, but honey, come on now. And we really are eliminating a lot of those redundancies that we have. And I will tell you, I think that my personal favorite really is the knowledge that is built in there. That as we go forward as an educational institution, and frankly, it's our job as healthcare providers to do a great job and improve our organizations every day. And I will tell you, I believe that that's where we're headed with this group and with the InOrder.